Revelations 13:9. If any man have an ear, let him hear. He that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity. He that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword. Here is the patience and the faith of the saints. I'd like to give all glory, all praises, and all the honor to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushua, Ba'ashem Kakurash. I'd like to give double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone, who definitely do me well. And as always, keep the salutations to those that. And it's inside the scriptures truth throughout the four corners of the earth. And the brother Yahweh coming at you with another lesson through the spirit and the power of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua from the Great Millstone branch to Gary Camp. And as you can see, open up with that Revelations 13:9, which speaks volumes to the judgment that's coming to Esau, man. Right along with the rest of these heathen nations, but ultimately the Edomite, because it was him, by the force of the sword, that he went throughout the four corners of rape, rob, and pillage. And the main nation that he raped, robbed, and pillaged was you Israelites, you so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans. And it's, and right along with the speckled bird that is scattered. The very fact that, these devils have possession and control over the Americas, shows that they're guilty, man. Because how, they was able to attain this place is by bloodshed, man. And to this day, these devils continue to shed the blood of our people, man. Whether it's directly or indirectly, man. By the, either by the force of the sword or through his witchcraft, pseudoscience. His the different traps and snares he lay out, to get Jake caught up in the system, and so on and so forth, man. And every day we're constantly being oppressed, and that's why we consign the crime, for the Lord to deliver us, man. And this is the worst version of captivity, the mental and the spiritual aspect of it, because, Jake ass is completely gone, man. Jake to the point that he don't even know he's still in captivity. Jake's still under the illusion that he's free. Why? Because the devil allowed you, to make some extra fiat currency, because you're able to have a car or, and a home and, you know what I'm saying? But in reality, you're still a slave, man. You're subject to payments. I was just meditating on early on things, how, this devil literally makes life real hard to live. Like I said, you're constantly subject to payments. Like, you got money withhold, you got to pay all these different expenses just to live. And that's why, hey, we need the Lord, man. This ain't living, man. You work these long hours. You barely got ends to meet. You got all these different expenses you have to pay off. Then you get right back up and get right back into the fucking cycle again, the rat race. So we got, and this devil's planning on making life even more harder, man. And like I said earlier, man, the scriptures say what? Not earlier, but when it says Ecclesiastes 7:7, surely oppression make of a wise man mad, and a gift destroys the heart. Because only old man that is wise will know that he's being oppressed. I mean, we're constantly being oppressed, man. So just say what it says. Before I even get that, it says thou hast heavily laid thy yoke. Yep. Isaiah 47:5, sit thou silent and get thee into darkness, O daughter of the Chaldeans. And that's speaking of America. Because just like in ancient Babylon, you had the witches and warlocks of that kingdom, the priests in the sense of that kingdom. That helped govern that kingdom. Same thing happening now. When you look at the likes of, Elon and, the different tech guys, Mark Zuckerberg, even Trump, all these guys are a bunch of witches and warlocks, man. Remember, this country was founded upon what? Freemasonry, witchcraft, pseudoscience, wickedness, you know? When you look at the outline of the Washington, D.C., is what is a 5-point pentagram, you know? Even the very court systems and how the government system is set up, it's all based upon wickedness, man. If you haven't checked it out, look up, Jordan Maxwell goes into that, man. Pretty much how this system is embedded is just, just like it's ran, especially when it comes to the judicial system, and we got the magic money, all that thing go back to ancient Canaan, man. Which was the Canaanites what they was into, man. All kinds of idol worship. The same thing happening now. It says, "For thou shalt no more be called the Lady of Kingdoms." And we're seeing America, man, is no longer, is looked as, that prestige nation, man. Scriptures say that what as a shameful spewing, because all the nations are now looking at America side eye, and you Edomites in general, man. That's the whole world, and particularly Amalek. As everybody start to wake to realize that you people are not the children, of the Bible, man. You're a bunch of frauds, imposters, criminals, thugs, and thieves, man. He says, verse 6, "I will wrath with my people. I have polluted my inheritance and given them into thy hand." And this let you know it was really not of your own power. But there's nothing special about the Edomite. See, the Lord set you up for the sake of prophecies. To punish the Israelites. For what? For us rebelling against our power, man. See, you're nothing but the sword for the Lord, man. Hey, but that punishment is about up. It's good to say what this guy he fathered the affliction. It says thou didst not. It says thou didst show them no mercy, and upon the ancient hast thou very heavily laid thy yokes. And he ain't show us no mercy, not even to this day. Like for instance, man, you know what I'm saying, you leave out. Sometimes you don't even want to leave the fucking house. You drive, You gotta, so you gotta pay all these damn taxes, with a sales tax. They tax you to go through different parts of the, toll, vehicle registration, insurance, and so on and so forth, man. Then on top of that, gas is high as hell. Then you got to worry about a fucking police officer pulling you around, making sure your paperwork is right. But if you don't have it, they can impound your shit. It's just fucking hell, man. You got to pay fucking utility bills, all these things, man. Groceries. And this devil, man, these devils sitting upon what, trillions of damn dollars. So I'm speaking to the elites. And then when Jake bring up, which we don't want that shit any goddamn way, the true man, Lord Jake bring up the aspects of reparations, and what you devils do, you laugh at it. And we're not, and true reparation is going to come when Yahweh Shai return and destroy this devil, man. This place is polluted any goddamn way. We don't want nothing here. You can have this raggedy ass shit. Because you got Jake thinking, we, advocating, for some damn, some reparations. You ain't going to get no fucking reparations with this devil, man. Remember, Scripture just says, thou didst show them no mercy. He's an unmerciful prick. Was it Isaiah? Matter of fact, I think it's Ezekiel 35. Yep, that's it. Ezekiel 35 and 5. Matter of fact, I'm going to jump up to verse 2. It says, Son of man, set thy face against Mount Seir and prophesied against it. If you unsure what Mount Seir is, let's get a quick precept to back that up, just for the sake of edification. This is Genesis 36 and 8. Thus dwelt Esau in Mount Seir. Esau is Edom. You know? So Mount Seir is synonymous with what? With Esau, Edom, man. The Edomites. And who are the Edomites today? The ones that control, the ones that's in control. The so-called white man, which he's not white. This devil is red. It says, Son of man, set thy face against Mount Seir and prophesied against it. And said unto it, Thus said the Lord God, Behold, O Mount Seir, I am against thee. I will stretch out my hand against thee, and I will make thee most desolate. And that's the judgment that's coming to America, Babylon the Great, and to the Edomite infrastructure as a whole. Destruction, man. And it's needed, man, because whatever you devils went, man, you did nothing but what? Rape, rob, pillage, destroy, fucking nations, man. Now to the fact you're destroying the earth. And these devils, bro, they doing everything to bring about the Third World War, because that's part of their plan as well. Look up the letter we was reading at a camp, with Albert Pike, man. See, these devils, they want a third war, to be honest. Because they feel like they're gonna be the phoenix that's gonna rise from the ash. It says, verse 4, And I will lay thy cities waste, and thou shalt be desolate, and thou shalt know that I am the Lord, because thou hast had a perpetual hatred, and hast shed the blood of the children of Israel by the force of the sword, in the time of their calamities, in the time that their iniquities had it in, and they're still doing it right now, man. Like the elder Apostle Rakan said, man, hey, Jacob's troubles already started, man. What you think these whole roll on the immigrants things is about, man? And they're not just, pulling up on Northern Kingdom. They doing it even with Southern Kingdom, with the tribes from the Caribbeans. Levi, Simeon, and some of the other tribes, man. And eventually they're gonna come down on Judah and the rest of the tribes, man. How the hell how the hell with all these different other nations over here, you got immigrants from all kinds of nations, but how the hell the people whom the land originally belonged to, how the hell they're the target? Showing that this man has complete hatred, man. And also show that all these nations are in cahoots, man. Because you nations going to get it as well, man. All you fucking nations going to pay for what the hell you done to the children of Israel, man. It's not just going to be Esau, because all y'all benefited off our downfall, man. Even to this day. These fucking heathens, man. They come into our neighborhoods. They make money. They make merchandise. They sell our people all these fucking, wicked products. Whether it's tobacco, flaming hot chips and shit from the gas station. This shitty ass chicken that it smell like they fry up over there, man. Say, so he just gonna get as well, but nobody's gonna get as worse as the Edomite, man. And especially Amalek, as he's the head honcho. It says, verse 6, it says, Therefore, as I live, said the Lord, I will prepare thee unto blood, and blood shall pursue thee. Since thou hast not hated blood, even blood shall pursue thee. And this devil, he loves blood, man, to this day. This nigga, he fought the affliction, man. He didn't show no fucking mercy, man. You know, look what he did to us as a nation, man. From the 80s, you got the crack epidemic, the 90s. You know what he infiltrated hip hop and brought about what gangster music, which further destroyed our people. You know, fast forward to now, you know, you got all the chemicals in the food. Even the music has become even more worse. You know, they're pushing what in the last 15 to 20 years. Well, what agenda they've been pushing heavy on Jake is that sodomite agenda. You know, they get our men weak and effeminate on top of it, and they do that even, you know, even with the food, man, like Similac and shit like that. You know, the scriptures say what? He sitteth in the lurking place. Psalms 10 and 2, it says, the wicked in his pride do persecute the poor. And who's the poor? The Israelites, man. And we live in a system where you have a predator and prey system, man. And who's the prey? You tribes, man. The poor. You're the ones that's the most taken advantage of in the system, man. Edomite supremacy, man. You know, when you go to court, who you see largely in there, man? The tribes. Petty ass crimes. You got to pay for petty shit, petty traffic laws, stupid ass crimes, domestic violence. You know, domestic dispute crimes. What the fuck you? You know, here come this devil. You know, he get involved in your personal fucking business, man. What the fuck, you know what I'm saying? When the scriptures say, what, meddle not in another man's affair. This devil, man, he takes, you know, everyday problems and make it even worse. You whoop your kid ass, they got the people at your door looking, you know, knocking on your door asking what's in your refrigerator. Making sure you feeding your kids, man. You know? And I'm pointing all these things out because these some of the things, hey, you know, I experienced myself being here in Babylon, man. You know, I'm not speaking from the side of my, you know, ass, man. I'm speaking from experience, man. The things that this devil has done, man. Have I witnessed, man? And all this is really it's a punishment for us, man. And it's a learning lesson at the same time. But at the same time, bro, that still doesn't, you know, you devil still gonna pay. That's why I quoted earlier, surely oppression maketh a wise man mad, man. We're fucking mad, man. That's why we have an unjust, unfit king ruling the earth. And he created a society for this with this crab in the barrel mindset, man. The scriptures say, well, as the king saw of his people, man. The scriptures say, well, I forget how it goes. Yep, Psalms 12 and 2, and it reads, it says, the wicked walketh on every side when the vilest men are exalted. You know? And we're surrounded by a bunch of fucking wicked people, man. People all got the mindset of Esau. People don't give a damn about nobody, man. Everybody's looking to take advantage of somebody, you know, whether it's financially, shit, sexually, all kinds of shit, man. People out here, man. And that's why the Heavenly Father is going to destroy this place when it's all said and done. And we can't wait, man. You know? It says verse 3, for the wicked boasteth of his heart's desires and blesses the covetous whom the Lord abhorreth. You know, in this society, man, yeah, you know, and you know, you get blessed if you covet wickedness, man. You look at the likes of Gay-Z and, you know, these different entertainers, man. What you think them dudes had to do in order to get the money and the status that they got? They had to sell out. They had to do degrading acts, man, to get the position that they in, and also to get into the position just to further push his agenda. That's another thing, man. They don't get the position that, all right, after you, okay, now you can go ahead and do what you want to do. No, they gotta continue to, you know, push this man's agenda. On top of still doing more degrading acts to stay in that status, man, in that position. And ultimately, he's boasting of, and what's his heart's desires is that charagma, the MOTB system, man. You know, It says, verse 4, the wicked through the pride of his countenance will not seek after the Most High. The Most High is not in all his thoughts. He don't give a damn about the Lord. In fact, this man think he's God. And the crazy part about it, these devils know there's a God, but they don't acknowledge him, the true living power. Because their God is what? Satan. Like your guy Noel Harari. What he said? He said, we don't need no God. We don't need God. If God decides to flood the water, we'll make more water on our own. We don't. Showing the pride, they let you know there's a power, but they're not going to acknowledge him. And only a proudful, vain, despicable man would say some things like that, man. And it's the man you should be following, man, and looking up to? Hell no. Bro, it's the same nigga that sold his birthright. And when you look at these devils, man, you get tired of seeing these fucking devils, man. Like, you know, you get tired of just looking on, you know, on the news or TV, or you just see these fucking people on TV. You go outside, they right there. You like, God damn. You get tired of the fucking Edomite, man. His ways are always grievous, thy judgment are far above out of his sight. As for all his enemies, he puffeth at them, and his ways are grievous, and it's only going to get even worse. As these devils are signing all matters of unrighteous decrees, man. The squeeze is finna come even worse, man. Shutdowns are coming, lockdowns are coming. You know? And we know what it's going to lead to, that charagma. Because you imagine living a life with that shit in you, man? You being tracked, traced, and limited. You can't do shit. You know what I'm saying? That's fucking me. Man, that's captivity on a whole nother level. You might as well just go back to the spirit realm. And that's why we're going to need the Lord, man, to get us the hell up out of here, man. Because when you look at it from this aspect carnally, you be like, man, ain't no fucking way in hell we can get up out of it. You know, there ain't no way to win. But that's when you got to tap into the spirit. And that's only ones that's going to have that is the elect anyway, which, Lord willing, we hoping to be of their number. See, that's what gives us comfort to this truth. We know that this devil's going to get taken out. And we're seeing it, man. We're seeing the Lord systematically, and He's using their own kind to bring about this matter. The Lord using these devils to destroy their own kingdom from within. For what the scriptures say, where the house divideth against itself shall not stand. It says, verse 6, he hath said in his heart, I shall not be moved, for I should never be in adversity. And that's this nigga's mindset. Even these lower level Edomites, man. They think this place is going to... You got even Jake. Let's just say what that they inward thoughts. Let's get that real quick. Let me jump back to this. Psalms 49 and 10. It says... It's like 11. It says, their inward thoughts, that their houses shall continue forever, and that their dwelling places to all generation. They call lands... It said they call their lands after their own names, and that's what these devils do, man. You got this nigga Trump talking about taking fucking Greenland, annexing Greenland, man. What the fuck this nigga's talking about, man? The earth wasn't created for your sake, devil. And the Lord put the perfect nigga in office, man. A pompous, arrogant, stupid asshole. Same with that guy Dion Tusk. And right along with these rest of these damn devils, man. And what the scriptures say, before pride goeth before what? Destruction. So the Lord put the perfect president in office, man. Because when you hear this guy, man, he's boasting, you know. You know, when you observe Trump, he's a character. Don't get it twisted. Nigga's funny, but he's the typical Edomite, a proud, arrogant asshole, man. You know, and it's not to say Biden was any better. That nigga was raw, man. He, in fact, probably even worse. You look at that creep, you could tell, you know, you know what I'm saying? tell his eyes laid on many, you know, on the nakedness of many children. Because these people are a bunch of pedophiles as well, man. Which, you know, that goes back, what? To show that these are the ancient Greco-Romans coming back again as well. Because they was into that, man. And you know who else was also into that? Them damn Canaanites, man. It says, he sitteth in the lurking place of the villages. Verse Psalms 10 and 8. Let's skip the verse. Yeah. Verse 7 says, his mouth is full of cursing and deceit and fraud. Under his tongue is mischief and vanity. And that's what this devil's, man, because that's another part of the sword is his tongue. To say, well, he shall speak great words against the Most High and shall wear out the saints of the Most High. We're worn the fuck out here, man. But what gives us the strength to continue to fight and to live is the Lord, man. Ultimately, it's truth. But you best believe, man, brothers, man, and sisters are worn the hell out. Every day you leave your house, you got fucking chemtrails. You know, you're sick, your brain foggy, you don't feel right. Your mind sometimes all over the place. You're trying to think straight. What you think that's the reason why that's happening, man? Because it's fucking devil, man. The shit he's put in the air and the water and the food. The sink water so fucked up, so you gotta go buy plastic water. The plastic water, a lot of times out of 10, is probably worse than the damn sink water. You know, and then you try to go buy, you know, glass bottled water, but you know, you can't, some brothers can't really afford that. Especially here. When you got bills, you got shit you gotta take care of, family. But you try to, to the best of your ability, but ultimately we need salvation, man. It's like every year, every day is something coming out that this devil's doing, man. With the, remember you got the forever chemicals and the fucking, you know. You got people dropping dead. You got Jake dropping dead young from a heart attacks, man. That's unheard of, man. Look, 20 years old, 30 years old, just dropping dead. Heart congestion. What you think that's a result of that, man? This fucking devil, man. The shit he's putting in the food. And then on top of that, man, even with the education system, which they ain't educating people, man, because the word educate means to draw out. It's really an indoctrination system. You know? They don't teach, especially when it comes to the tribes, man, how to really properly eat. So our people, well, then on top of that, you go when you look at the grocery stores or the stores in the Jake neighborhood, the food is low quality. And what you see in Jake neighborhood, man, corner stores, gas stations, liquor stores, well, what they selling, man? All kinds of poison, man. You got motherfucking Jake literally with a diet of just chips. And sometimes we have to catch ourselves, man, because sometimes you're like, damn, let me fucking put these chips, you know what I'm saying? That's why we got to try to eat healthy, man. Even with our kids, man, because, children, they be want to, your kids go to the store, I want some chips. Sometimes you're like, nah, I can't do that today. I'll get y'all ass an apple or something. Or some fruit. And that's defiled. But, nevertheless, we just need to get the hell up out of here, man. That's why the scriptures say this in Ecclesiastes 1:17. It says, I gave my heart to know wisdom and to know madness and folly, and I perceive this is also a vexation of spirit. For much wisdom is much greed, and he that increaseth knowledge increases sorrow. Because, man, you constantly sorrowful minded, man, when you're in this place, man. Scriptures also say, real quick before I even get that, Ecclesiastes 7:2, it is better to go into the house of mourning than to go to the house of feasting, for that is the end of all men, and the living will lay it to his heart. And the true prophets, man, and the men of the Lord, man, they're in the house of mourning. We may have our moments where we laugh and giggle and play around, you're gonna get into our folly, but you know, eventually that shit goes away and we back mad. We sad again, man. That's only, you know, short-lived. Then the fucking air quality so fucked up, you find yourself standing indoors a lot of times, man. That's fucked up. You not even getting no vitamin D from the sun. You know what I'm saying? Then a nigga blocking the sun with the fucking chemtrails. It says verse 3, sorrow is better than laughter, for by the sadness of the countenance of the heart. It says for by the sadness of the countenance the heart is made better. The heart of the wise is in the house of mourning, but the hearts of fools is in the house of mirth. You know? And a wise man's heart is mind. The Hebrew word from heart or mind is what? Lob. It's in what? And is in the house of mourning. We're not in this Murphy, cheery, lovey fucking spirit, man. And the Lord constantly puts us in a situation always where we constantly vex. You know, I had an incident yesterday, man. But, you know, it's all, you know. But it's all the will of the Lord. The Lord does these things they to show us, hey, you know, don't get fucking comfortable here, man. And the Lord always reminds us that, hey, we're in captivity, man. Because it's easy, you know, you can easily get, you know, caught up in this world. The Lord keeps us reminded, hey, motherfucker, hey, remember this is captivity you in. See, Jake forgot that he's in captivity. Jake think he's free. A nigga like Anton Daniels think he's free. A nigga like Charleston White think he's free. These niggas are nothing but fucking slaves. You know, they don't even realize, nigga, you still a slave. Because why? Esau allowed you to get some of his fucking dainties. You had a couple fucking extra fiat currencies. With that money, they finna do away with that shit. Then what you bald head ass is gonna do, man? It says he sitteth in the lurking places of the villages, and the secret places do he murder the innocent. His eyes are privily set against the poor, and that's what he do. He sit in the lurking places, you know. And we seen videos, you know, Esau setting up bait trucks, you know, dropping off crates of guns in Jake neighborhood. You know? Hey, watch that movie They Clone Tyrone, man. If you haven't checked it out yet, man. It was a movie, it was like a comedy, but it shows how these devils get down, man. How they destroy Jake, whether it's through the food, you know, the hair products, the church. You know, when you look at the so-called black and Latino community, it's designed to destroy you, man. You know? And when you look at it from above, especially like a city, like it look like a damn maze for fucking you know, like a mouse to get trapped. You know? And that's why this devil is pissed, because the prophets had stepped outside that, you know, that box that he placed us in, man. How the fuck you get out? And that's how Esau look. How the hell these niggas get out? You know? And it's all through the will of the Lord. It's like you. It says, verse 9, he lieth and waits secretly as a lion in his den. He lieth and wait to catch the poor. He doth catch the poor when he has drawn him into his net. Let's do the different traps and snares. You know? Child support. That's a trap and a snare, man. That's why he empowered the so-called black woman to the point where she feel like she don't even need the so-called Negro man. Or the Israelite man. I mean, not so-called, but the Israelite man. And these things been systematically done, man, starting from the 70s. 80s to 90s, even to now, man. And this nigga has never let his foot off our neck, man. And he finna grade his show. He finna grade his show Jake ass again, man. You just wait and see. He's croucheth and humbled himself, that the poor may fall by his strong ones. He has said in his heart, the Most High hath forgotten. He hideth his face. He will never see it. Arise, O Lord, lift up thy hand, forget not the humble. And the Lord, hey, he's rising up now. That's why you see in the chariot signs, there's an inquisition being made upon you damn devils, man. An investigation. The Lord is interrogating your ass. And he got the prophets out there reporting everything that you're doing. The witnesses. Calling out all the atrocities that your ass is doing. Not only to the tribes, but to the nations as well as globally, man. To the earth itself. Just for this devil to got the nerves to blame creation itself for why everything is the way it is. Like a true fucking devil, man. Only a devil will escape accountability. Remember, he's a fugitive and a vagabond. Esaw would never try to turn himself in or admit, well, we're fucked up. He's always going to point the blame, deflect, defer, just to make himself look good. And the main one he like to point the blame or point the finger at is you tribes. Look at these niggas. And they finna do the same thing now, man. As these devils, are systematically collapsing their own system. And as people start to wake up, they're gonna need somebody to blame for the reason why. And who always the ones they blame? You, Jake. You best believe Jake. You're gonna be the blame why everything else is. And they always do that, man. It's the niggers' fault. It's the Mexicans taking all the job. All this stupid shit. But now it's not working now, because in the last days, everybody started to wake up that it's fact, it's your fucking fault. Even your own women. You're the problem. You're the cancer. Edomite supremacy is the reason why the earth is in shambles, man. Not to say that Jake ain't out here wicked. Yeah, we are people. And that's why 2/3 going to be destroyed. It says, verse 11, he has said in his heart, the Most High forgotten, he have hidden his face. He will never see it. Arise, O Lord, lift up thy hand and forget not the humble. Wherefore doeth the wicked contempt the Most High? He has said in his heart, thou wilt not require it. Thou hast seen it, for thou beholdest mischief and spite to requite it with thy hand. The poor committeth himself unto thee. Thou art the helper of the fathers. And that's what the Lord's ready to do. He's ready to come back and send his only begotten son back to deliver the elect of the nation of Israel from the grips of this fucking devil, man. That's what the Lord's ready to come back and do. It says, break thou the arm of the wicked, and the evil man seek out all his wickedness till thou find no more. The Lord is king forever and ever. The heathens are perished out of his land. That's what's going to happen too. The Lord's ready to take you, finna blow you fucking heathens out that land. Amalek right along with the rest of you fucking Palestinians. Because none of that land don't belong to neither one of y'all. You just say what? Jerusalem should be trodden to the Gentiles at the time of the Gentiles had been fulfilled, roughly paraphrasing, man. Also say what? A bastard to dwell in Ashdod? So we know those people in that land over there, what is the Amalek, what is the fucking other nations, none of that land don't belong to none of y'all ass. You got Jake over there. But hey, ultimately, the Lord, if your ass ain't of the elect, you're going to be destroyed too over there as well. It says, verse 17, the Lord has heard the desire of the humble. Thou wilt prepare their heart, and thou wilt cause thine ear to hear, to judge the fatherless and the oppressed, that the man of the earth may no more It says that the man of the earth may no more oppress, man. You know? And that's what the Lord's ready to do, man. The Lord's ready to deliver us, man. And your ass ready to go into captivity, buddy. So with that, you know, I pray this video is edifying through the spirit and power. Yahweh Shemel Shine. I want to give all glory, all praises, and all honor unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shah, Ba'ashem, Kakadash. I'd like to give double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone, who definitely do well. As always, peace and salutation to those who elect, and it's just the sincere Akim that's pushing the truth throughout the four corners of the earth. To you, I say Shalom. I want to say Kwam Yasharala, Abba, Shalom.